Litecoin and Bitcoin breakout coming. What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here with your Bitcoin and Litecoin update. We're going to start out with Litecoin, then we're going to move on to Bitcoin, and we're going to take a look at some macro Bitcoin charts also. But we're going to take a look at this and look at what way we might be breaking out here soon. Stick around.
1, 2, 3,
All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody doing any investing or any trading in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. With that being said, let's get on with the charts. Like I said, we're going to start out with Litecoin, then we're going to move into Bitcoin, and we're going to look at a little bit more macro view of Bitcoin towards the end. So it should be a pretty interesting video. I'm going to try to make it quick. And also, I wanted to let you guys know, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button on the lower right hand side of the screen. Tick the little bell. That'll notify you when I post new videos. And if you could, give it a big thumbs up and leave your comments. Let me know what you think of the video. I love to read through the comments, and I do read through all the comments. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you guys did that. So anyways, also, I wanted to tell you, within the next week or two here, me and another YouTuber are going to have a debate on the bullish and the bearish side of Bitcoin. You know, he's more on the bearish side, and I'm more on the bullish side. So we're going to have a debate. It should be pretty interesting, and I'll keep you updated on when that's coming. So, all right, looking at Litecoin here, still in this wedge pattern, obviously, and if you guys have been watching my videos, I've been calling this a bull flag, and I still am under the assumption that this is a bull flag, and it's looking like it's ready to break out pretty soon. And as we're going to look at later, Bitcoin's in the same area. So, all right, let's zoom in a little bit. We're on the 4-hour chart here. Zoom in a little bit and see what's going on. As you can see, I had this support resistance line drawn here at the 39.35. Looks like we came down, hit it at the 39.67. So within 20 cents or whatever. But it's still possible we could come down and test it again. We could come up, touch the top of this bull flag, or descending triangle, or descending wedge, whatever you want to call it. But we could come up, test the top of this, and come down for one more touch. So, we could be looking at, within the next day or two, coming up out of this or breaking down below. And as you see, I have my target for breaking down below right around this resistance line. Used to be, old support, became new resistance, right around the $34, $35 range. And that would also come to the bottom of this channel. This trend line right here, the bottom of that channel or wedge, or I'm not sure if I want to call that a wedge or a channel as of now, because we could move that line up to the top of that, but I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm still pretty confident that's correct. So anyway, getting into the charts a little more. All right, so we did a measured move off of this. We measured the flagpole at the breakout right here, and then depending on where we were to break out up, we could, this is where I have these targets. This is my first target, and these numbers aren't exact, guys. We could bounce up pretty soon, which would get us up in here, but these are my targets. My first target's the 53.17, then I go up to the $56 range, and then up to the $58 to $59 range is my third target. This is the target that I'm feeling is most likely, the 56.04, if we do break up from there, obviously. But if we don't, like I said, I believe we'll get support again on this bottom trend line of this rising wedge. But if not, if we were to break through here, I have the next support right here at the 29, 29.50, 29.75 range. And as you can see, that was support it's been support for a long time. It was, you know, resistance for a little while over here. We broke through, came back up, support. So that's a pretty strong support right in that $29.50, $29 range. So, you know, that's definitely an area to watch if we break down. But like I said before, I believe, you know, there's a great possibility that we break up from here. I know a lot of people are thinking this is going to be a BART. I don't believe that this is a BART, or else I believe we would have dropped down already. Worst case, I think right now, if we don't break all the way down, is we get in this channel and bounce around in this channel for a little while. And then we have to look at the data from there and see, you know, you got to change with the charts. So anyways, we're going to zoom in a little bit and see what happened in here. So we're looking at, like I said, this could be considered a bear trap, bouncing out of the bottom of this triangle and back in after we bounced off the support area here. The next area to watch is going to be this top trend line of this falling wedge or bull flag. In my opinion, it's a bull flag, but you know, if we do break through this, I believe we have, you know, we're probably going to get some resistance right here. If we can break through this, you know, and hit one of these targets, we'll take the Fibonacci and just kind of look at what would happen if we did reach the target of the $56 range and see how that would look with the Fibonacci. You know, then we could, if we did, we'd probably come back down. And if this remains support, you know, we could come back down way over in this area somewhere in the $49 range and it becomes support. Or, you know, we could correct all the way back down into this area, which is the 618 and 0.618 and 0.65, which would be the golden ratio, or the golden pocket, some people call it, which would line up with this support. You know, this could end up coming all the way up here and testing back down here. But like I said, until we have confirmation of which way this is going to break, once it breaks, then we can get in and read it more. So I'm going to move on to Bitcoin now. And as we see, Bitcoin, this is the symmetrical triangle that I've had drawn in here. And what's funny is I was watching another guy for a while that was, you know, he was always says, and you might know who I'm talking about, but that market makers paint these in and paint this in, and you shouldn't, you know, draw trend lines until they're confirmed or whatnot. But he kept drawing a bottom trend line here with no touch on the bottom and saying this was going to be a descending triangle. Now he's moved it up and said it's a symmetrical triangle. But anyways, that's why I say, guys, don't just watch these and believe everybody's opinion, even me. You know, I'm just showing my opinion and my view of the market and what I see going on, and that's all the other guys do. You know, I just strongly suggest everybody practices and get your own method in charting, and you'll become better if you stick with your own methods. And I'm not saying don't watch anybody else. It's good to watch other people get other ideas, and you know, just keep learning and learning and learning and try to perfect your skills the best you can. So, all right. So looks like we had a little drop a little bit ago. And if you guys have been watching, you will see I had this support box in here right in between the 35.25 and 35.32 range, and we got a nice bounce right here at the 35.34. So it was really close. And not to say we don't come up here, touch one more time, come back down and test this and break. And the same as Litecoin, we could break down. If we do break down from here, we have pretty good support here at the 34.75 range. And if that was the break, then I would be looking at the bottom of the symmetrical triangle, and right around this $34 range. We should get nice support, maybe bounce around in here. But same as Litecoin, I am bullish here, and My target on this is still, I haven't made a lot of Bitcoin videos lately. That's why I just decided to put these together. My target on this is still around the 3850 area if we break up, and that's the way I'm still leaning, obviously, until we have, you know, confirmation that we're going down. I'm still leaning this area, and it's coming right up to around the $3,900 range, and I've been saying the 3850, I guess, being conservative, but I do believe that's possible. And if that happens, we break through this top of this symmetrical triangle, and that could end up being a bull track, and we pop back down in here and then start using this as a resistance and maybe come down and touch again or break the bottom. So, you know, you really gotta watch these guys and be charting. And I'm gonna look at the RSI real quick on Bitcoin's 4 hour. If we look, I had this symmetrical triangle drawn in here. We popped up through, and I had said if we pop up, we're gonna have a nice breakout, which we did. And now we're coming back down. Now, I believe we could be coming back down to test this bottom line for support. As you can see, we broke through, hit the top. It was support, came back up, broke through. Now it's become resistance. And I believe if this plays out like I believe it will, I think we're going to get some support off this bottom line. But that's why I said to guys, we got to watch this, the RSI along with the price action. And we're going to look at the daily. Same type of deal. I had this descending wedge drawn in here. And I put this other line in here because I wasn't sure which way to, you know, that wedge went. But either way, I mean, it's pretty much doing the same thing. Yeah, and I had said before, if we broke out of this, we were going to get a nice breakout up, which we did. And now coming back down. Now, I don't believe that we're going to continue coming back down all the way to the oversold area. I believe we're still going to come up and get into the overbought area. That's why I believe in this, you know, next breakout being a move up, which should happen hopefully within the next day or two. I'm guessing, but timing is the hardest thing to get when charting. So, all right, now I said I was going to look at some more macro charts. So I'm going to look into the Bitcoin. This is on Bitstamp. So I'm going to, if you guys watched before, you'll know I've had this dotted line drawn from the peak across to the 6,000 break, and then this straight line from the peak to the 6,000 break. And if you guys remember, I had been talking about if we broke outside of this yellow line, this top of this triangle, that we would pop up, and which we did, and we got resistance at the 55 EMA. So this bottom support line looks like it could continue to hold also. Now, for the bears out there that think it's going to go down to 2,500 or whatnot, it is possible. If we was to break through the bottom of this trend line, I think it would be a big sell-off, you know, depending on where that happens. But we could extend this line down, and, you know, right around in here would be the $2,500 range, which a lot of people are calling for. But in my opinion, I believe so many people are waiting for that bottom. I don't necessarily think that's going to come, but that's my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. So anyways, excuse me, I had this target up here, and that was if we were to break the symmetrical triangle, and that would be around the $4,750 to $4,800 range. But that's, you know, that's a little far off to be looking at now. I just wanted to point this chart out here, that you know, this, if we get above this 55 EMA, which is going to be around the $3,700 range, that's where I'm thinking we're going to go to 3,850, 3,900, which was right in this area here, which was old support, new resistance right in here. So anyways, if you guys like the content, please share if you belong to any groups or whatnot. And also, you can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is right here. And yeah, if you want to get subscribed, click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. That'll get you subscribed. Tick the little bell to get notified when I post new videos so you don't miss anything. And give it a big thumbs up if you like the content. and leave me a comment. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good day.